Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're going from the seafront through Kato Paphos and up to Muse restaurant in Old Town. So let's have the map up first of all, and we're starting off by driving behind Papantonio's up to Sofiana. Then we're going to go down Bar Street and loop back around to the dual-carriageway, and we're going to go up through Universal. Not quite the route we intended, but the road was closed, and we're going to finish off by going down the B6 to Muse restaurant. So you got a nice early start. Very overcast at the moment, and it has brought with it some rain because I filmed this yesterday and it's today now, and I'm sat in my little office watching the rain fall down in Pelemi. Yay! Hopefully it will stay for long, but forecast is only for a day or two. And then it'll be sunshine again for a while. So anyway, we're going behind the seafront and Papantonio, soon to be Sclavenitis. First of all. Some nice little restaurants along here as well. And there's an up and lower part to Papantonio's car park. I mentioned that in the previous film. I've never actually dared go down into the basement. It's scary enough doing their upper car park. I say scary because it's very small and it's very tight corners. And we're coming up into Kato Paphos. There's the St. Paul's Museum. It hasn't opened yet, I don't think, but when it does we will give you the full scoop on it. And there's Sofiana, looking more and more like a completed project. We're doing very well there. All the cladding's up and running now. Then we're coming down onto Bar Street, and we'll go to full length. Pedestrians should bear in mind it is actually a road, not a footpath. Thank you, ladies. Now into the more salubrious part of Bar Street. I mentioned in a previous film that Flares was open all year round. Apparently Bubbles is too, which is the one opposite here. So there you go. Notorious isn't at the moment. Don't know what's happening with that. And after the tattoo studio, you have the new opening in March at some point, the new Marika and Me bar on the left there. And a guy, I'm not sure if he was having an argument with the car or they were just discussing something outrageous. But he had a leaf blower anyway. I always wanted to do that thing where you stand on a skateboard or something with a leaf blower and you propel yourself down the road, but I haven't got a skateboard and board, and I haven't got a petrol powered leaf blower or an electric one. So I get as long as the extension cord, and then there'd be a twang. Anyway, note on the right, they're working on the Poseidon's Avenue renovation still. Excellent to see them actually doing stuff there. Hopefully that's the final phase. I mentioned it in my previous film, but this one you get to see it from the other side a bit more close. There's the lodge. Gets recommended a lot when people ask for a decent place to get steaks. And now we're looping back on ourselves through the more residential area of Kato Paphos. And then we're going to go up through Universal. I believe that, yeah, that building on the left is now completely for rent. It used to be some sort of phone thing going on there, and lots of people, like a call centre. Anyway, if you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide. The more people who see them, the more it benefits us and the more it benefits you. If you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/PaphosLife and chuck us a few coffees. All coffees are definitely gratefully received, I can assure you. And if you want something back in return, go to our Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/PaphosLife. And there you can buy all sorts of memorabilia from Paphos featuring photographs that we've taken and stuck on our Facebook page. They normally go up on the Calamera and Calaspera posts we do each day. And that Facebook page is Paphos Life, which is the same name as our main website, paphoslife.com. Now, I should have a drum roll playing here because this is an historic moment. I'm approaching these traffic lights here and they're actually green. Now, to newcomers that won't mean anything, but I've never ever driven through here, this set of traffic lights, without having to wait at them. This is the first time. Little tears in my eye now. It's an emotional moment, that was. So it meant that this film was very easy to edit. The only bit I edited out was some shenanigans that happens further on at a junction. Anyway, this road has numerous names. It used to be called Russian Road because of a larger number of Russian shops on them, but I don't see many of them at the moment. So I don't know what the official name is. But it'll take us up into Universal. And if I stayed on it all the way, I'd be at the set of traffic lights before the Green Air building on the main road up into Old Town and Kennedy Square. But I'm going to be turning right soon before that. And on the hill on the top there where you can see those trees, that's where the Muse restaurant is. And that's going to be our final destination. And you can see why you get such nice views from the restaurant now, because it's perched on top of the cliff. That cliff actually runs all the way through Paphos from Clorica at one end up to Euroskapu. I did a series of blog articles on it a few years ago. I might have to revisit it and see how it's changed, mainly by new things getting built up on it. This is where the shenanigans were, but we'll skip through all them and we'll be on our way. So yes, normally when I go this route, if I'm going to Muse, I will take a little back, I wouldn't call it an alley, it's a definite road, but it's a not very well not frequently used one, and it's a nice little shortcut. But in this instance, as you'll see soon, it was closed, so I didn't go that way. But all these buildings here are fairly new now. It's one of those, I remember when all this was fields kind of a place, really. Bit of wobble on the camera there for some reason, not quite sure. It does that occasionally. I mean, it's got auto stabilisation built in and all that sort of thing. But occasionally it seems to get the shakes. Perhaps it's a comment on my driving, I don't know. But this is all Universal now. It's one of the more residential, less tourist parts of Universal as well. You have to go right here. It's a dead end on the left. And once you get to the top here, I was going to go left, but there's big road closed signs. So I pause for a moment and then I go right. And now we're heading through more residential area, and there's a lot more new builds coming up straight ahead. I imagine they go for quite a pretty penny these days. Property prices in the whole of Cyprus have gone up quite a lot over the last few years. and lower end salaries, which is what you'll get if you come over here to work probably, have not risen in accordance. So bear that in mind if you're thinking of doing a move. Plan it out properly. As you can see, more of the cliffs on the left here. There's a nice little church up here on the right as well, behind all those trees. And there's a stream that cuts across, well, beneath the road just here. And there are some little old stone dwellings on the left. I'm not sure if they're still there, if they've been knocked down recently. I think it was mainly like Shepherd's Croft sort of place, that sort of thing. But it all featured in the articles I wrote, because as I said before, we don't just do YouTube. We've got our main website as well, paphoslife.com. And that's been running since 2016, so I think there's over 700 blog articles on there now. Plenty to keep you busy on a cold winter's evening. It is a bit annoying at times actually, because if I do a Google looking up for stuff, a lot of the time I just get the stuff that I've written myself, which is, while it's helpful for other people, I don't need to read up on stuff that I've already written. There's the Macarius monument. Now, this road here is going to have a carnival on it on Saturday, March the 1st, starting at 3 p.m. or a few minutes after that, if we're going to be honest. But we'll be there filming it. I'm not sure Alex will be actually, but I'll definitely be down here. I don't think I'll fly the drone because you don't get as much to see with the drone. It's more fun up close and personal. Trying to avoid the copyrighted music that plays. But it'll be good fun. It's always a good laugh, the carnival. And it'll run all the way from here down to Kennedy Square. And you can see they got some bunting up, because the carnival itself is over a week-long affair. But the main event is, as I said, on March the 1st. At 3 p.m. I'm not sure where I'm going to base myself for my photographs and filming. I haven't decided yet. I just hope it doesn't rain. I know I've been hoping it does rain for all the time recently, but just for March the 1st, nice sunny day, please. Or a day like this would be perfect actually, because you're not going to get too hot. Last thing you want is some poor sod dressed in a full-blown carnival costume passing out on you. And there's the monument to Greek independence on the right. I should have mentioned that a few seconds earlier really, but there you go. You can always rewind. And you got the municipal park on the right. Now I did a little walking film up here. Funnily enough, this is me actually driving to the Muse in order to do that walking film. I like to get value for money out of my trips out in terms of driving footage. With petrol the price it is, you can understand why. So we'll be pulling up to where Muse restaurant is now. Just down this fine little road. So, I hope you enjoyed that little excursion through Kato Paphos and Universal. Gives you a little bit of food for thought if you are thinking of moving here on a limited budget. You might want to do a lot more thinking before you make the move. And anyway, whatever happens, I will see you in the next film. If you do go here, Muse Restaurant is well worth a visit, by the way. And thanks for watching, and take care. Cheers.